Yes. So Hadoop architecture. Yes, it is master and slave architecture. Okay. Yes, in traditional systems, storage, vertical scaling, increasing volume of the server, increasing volume. Yes, in Hadoop, adding server, this Hadoop architecture, adding servers. Yes, how that adding servers, we'll see that here. Yes, Hadoop, it's a master and slave architecture. Hadoop, it's a master and slave. Now here topic is only high level architecture. Low level, we'll see next here. It's a high level architecture. Okay, it's a master and slave architecture. Okay, yes. Here master, name node is a master. Name node is a master. It's a controller of complete Hadoop. Complete Hadoop cluster. Yes, complete Hadoop cluster controlling by the name nodes. Okay. Yes, in this data next leaves data node 1. Yes, data node 2. Yes, data node. Yes, shortcut we can write like a DN. Data node. Data node 2. Yes, next. Yes, data node 3. Next data node. Next one. Next one. Next one. Yes, next one up to n number of nodes. Okay. 1 second. Yes, up to number of data nodes. Yes, number of data nodes. This is data node n. So data node n. That number of data nodes depends on requirement, depends on data. Yes, how to estimate how many nodes are required in cluster? How to estimate that topic? Yes, at the end, production environment, we have separate topic that time I will explain here. Production environment. By estimating cluster size. Yes, it's almost last week topic. Okay. So name nodes, it's a master. This is it's a master. It's a master. Yes, here. So data node 1. Yes. Next data node 2. Yes, it will communicate. All the data nodes communicates with name nodes. Yes, every data node communicates with name nodes. Yes, what kind of communication we'll discuss next. That communication we'll discuss next. I think tomorrow getting the topic. Yes, next. This is this. Okay, so this is master and slave. Yes, now this is master, this is slave. All the nodes are called slave nodes. These all are slave nodes. These all are slave nodes. These all are slave nodes. Here they are called as slave nodes. This whole, these are slave nodes. These are slave nodes. Master node and slave nodes like this. Master and slave like this. Okay. Yeah, the master node, next these slave nodes. I take a master and slave node like this. All this. Okay, fine. Now here, yes, request the client requested. Yes, here some client request here, client requested. Client request means end user request. Yes, data loading request, data loading. Yes, client request data loading or job submission. Either data loading or job submission. Either data loading or job submission. Either data loading or job submission. Data loading or job submission. Client request, either data loading or job submission here, right? Now, first our topic is data loading. Yes, data loading. Let us see about data loading here. Okay. Yes, data loading. So first of all, the data loading request simply goes to name nodes. Data loading request simply goes to name nodes. Data loading request. Data loading request simply goes to name nodes. Okay. How the data loading is working? Let us see data loading. Yes, data loading. Data loading. How that data loading is working here? Suppose, for example, here, yes, file one with 100 GB data. File one with 100 GB data. Okay. So file one with 100 GB data. Yes, when you try to load 100 GB data, when you try to load 100 GB data, that 100 GB data divides into multiple blocks. First, your request 100 GB data simply goes to name node. Name node taking that 100 GB data and divides into multiple blocks. Okay. Yes, any data storage in the form of blocks here. Yes, any file system, Linux file system or Windows file system. Yes, maybe Hadoop file system. Anything storage in the form of blocks here. See, this node is nothing but a computer. Node, don't confuse here. What is node exact? Node means is a computer, one computer. Yes, let me show the data center. Yes, so this data center is like this. Yes, this is data center. Yeah, this is data center. Okay. Yeah, this is our data center. Yes, the D World company data center here. In this, see all the computers, this side and that side, racks, first rack, second rack, third rack, fourth rack, fifth rack is all the racks, specially designed racks, these things are all specially designed racks, all the racks. Inside the racks, computers, all the computers placing here, all computers, all computers. Yes, thousands of computers in this. Yes, this data center is thousands of computers. Yes, in this data center, there are 14,000 computers are maintaining here. Yeah, that the company, that our company, the Digold company maintaining, yes, around 14,000 computers maintaining the data center. It's very big data center, looks like a village. This is one part. Yes, one room photograph this is. Like this, many rooms are there. Very big halls are there. Very big one this is. Yes, looks like a village. I worked for 2 years in this data center. Okay, very good experience. Okay, now rack 1, rack 2, rack 3, rack 4, like all the racks. Instead of racks, placing all the computers. Suppose, for example, here, go to supermarket. In supermarket, racks, right? There are some racks. 1 second. Start recording. Okay. Yeah, data loading. So first data loading here. File 1 with 100 GB data. File 1 with 100 GB data. Okay. Yes. When you try to load the 100 GB data. So first of all, your request simply goes to name node. Simple request, data loading request go to name node. Name node taking file 1. Name node just taking file 1 and breaking into multiple blocks. File 1 with 100 GB data. Okay. File 1 with 100 GB data. Okay. Now this one divides into multiple blocks. Yes. The data first of all divides. Name node receiving data and receiving data divides into multiple blocks. Okay. Yes, data loading request. Yes, data loading request. Yes, request submitted to name node. Submitted to name node. Data loading request submitted to name node. Okay. Yes, on receiving request, on receiving request, on receiving request, on receiving request. Yes, name nodes divides data into multiple blocks. Divides data into multiple blocks. What is block exactly? Maybe that is doubt here actually. What is block? See, this is node. Node is nothing but computer. It's a computer. Yes, all the computers. These computers keeping inside of racks. This is data center. Here rack 1, rack 2, rack 3, rack 4, like multiple racks. Inside of racks, keeping all the nodes, keeping all the computers. Yes, node means it's a computer. Node means just it's a computer. Okay, node means just it's a computer. Okay, so that computers, all the computers keeping inside of racks, keeping inside of racks. Okay, yes, next internet connected, sorry, LAN connected, all this local area network. Okay, yes, these are internally connected, all the things here. It's a network, all of these things here. Okay, fine. Yes, now here this is nodes. This computer contains hard disk, right? Here computer hard disk. Every computer is hard disk, RAM, and CPU and processor and everything. Like our computer only here. Exact like your laptop and your desktop. Same method. Yeah, as like our desktop. Like our desktop. All keeping in, yes, keeping inside of rack. All keeping inside of rack. Yes, one second. Keeping inside of rack. Yes, just keeping inside the rack. Inside the rack. Yes, no monitors, without monitors here, just only keeping CPUs, all these CPUs keeping inside the rack. They will keep inside the rack. Okay, right? Yes. Next offer this here. Now this can everything can disk, hard disk here, hard disk here, hard disk here, hard disk. Every node is hard disk. All are the hard disk like this. All are the nodes with the hard disk. Here hard disk, here a hard disk. All nodes with the hard disk, right? Like this. That hard disk divides into multiple blocks. Okay, multiple blocks. Yes, see, hard disk is like this, hard disk. Yes, that hard disk. Yes, maybe Linux file system, Windows file system, any file system, hard disk divides into multiple blocks. Here it's hard disk is like this. Yes, hard disk. Yes, block. Yes, block 1. Yes, comma. Yes, block 2, comma. Yes, block 3, comma. Yes, block 4. Yes, like this, multiple blocks, up to number of blocks. Okay, block N, block N. Like this, next block like this, up to number of blocks. Okay, up to number of blocks. Block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4, block 5, block 6, like this, up to number of blocks. Up to number of blocks, right? So multiple blocks like this. Hard disk divides into multiple blocks. This hard disk may be Linux file system hard disk, or Windows file system hard disk, or Hadoop file system hard disk. Okay, in this hard disk here, maybe Linux file system or Windows or Hadoop file system. That divides into blocks. Yes, what is size of this block here? What is size of this block? Yes, size of this block depends on file system here. The size of block depends on file system. Depends on file system. Depends on file system. Size of each block depends on file system. Okay. Yes, as per Windows and Linux, as per Windows and Linux file system, as per Windows and Linux file system, as per Windows and Linux file system, as per Windows and Linux file system. Yes, size of each block, is equal to size of each block equal to. Okay, one second. Hello. 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 చెప్పండి హలో హలో అడ్మిన్ చెప్పు శివ మరి ఆఫర్ సార్ నేను 1 o'clock కాల్ చేస్తాను క్లాస్ ఉన్నాను 1 o'clock కాల్ Yes. So as per Windows or Linux file system, size of each block is equal to 4 KB. Size of each block is 4 KB. As per Windows or Linux file system, size of each block equal to 4 KB. 4 KB. Right? Yes. HDFS. Yes, in HDFS, what is size of each block? HDFS. Yes, depends on HDFS file system. Yes, HDFS file system. Yes, size of each block. Size of each block depends on version, here. So version changing version to version here. So first Hadoop 1.x version. Yes, as per Hadoop 1.x version here. Yes, size of each block. Yes, you have to remember all the things here. They are very, very important topics here. As per 1.x version, size of each block is equal to size of each block. As per 1.x version, size of each block is equal to 64 MB. 64 MB. Right, okay. Yes, size of each block equal to 64 MB. Yes, it can be configured. Yes, it can be configured. It can be configured. Yes, configured up to. Yes, it can be configured up to 128 MB here. We can make it 120 MB. Size of each block equal to 64 MB. Yes, it can be configured up to 128 MB. That is 1.x version. Okay. Yes, next second version of Hadoop. Yes, we are working on second version of Hadoop here. Okay, our topic is a completely second version, latest version, Hadoop 2.7.2. Yes, as per Hadoop second version, size of each block equal to 128. This is a default. Sorry, this is default. Default size of each block. It's a default size. Default size of each block equal to 128 MB. Yes, it can be configured up to 256 MB. Yes, configured up to 256 MB. Okay, right? Yes. See here, Hadoop 1.x version default size of each block equals 64 MB. It can be configured up to 128 MB here. Next, Hadoop 2.x version size of each block equal to 128 here. Yes, it can be configured up to 256 MB here. Okay, so 1.x version, 2.x version is like this. Okay, fine. Yes. Now here in this, yes, your data. Yes, now we are working with the 128 MB. This is now here 1.x version, Hadoop 2.x version, Hadoop 2.x version. Okay, so as per this, yes, file one with yes 100 GB. Yes, file one with 100 GB is equal to how many blocks? Now let us calculate that here. How many blocks? That we should calculate. Okay, file one with 100 GB is equal to how many blocks? Okay, yes, 100 GB. Yes, what is size of each block here? Size of each block equal to 128. In 2x, size of each block equal to 128 MB. That means 100 GB. First, let us take 1 GB. 1 GB equal to 1024 MB. 1 GB equal to 1024 MB. 1 GB equal to 1024 MB. Right? Yes, 1024 divided by 128 is equal to how many blocks here? 8 blocks. 1024. See. Yes, right. 1024. Yes, 1024. Yes, divided by 1024 divided by 128 is equal to yes 8 blocks. See that 8 blocks, right? It's 8 blocks. Okay, 8 blocks, right? 1 GB equal to 8 blocks. Then 100 GB is equal to how many blocks? 100 GB equal to how many blocks here? So 1 GB. See, 1 GB data. So 1 GB is equal to 8 blocks. 8 blocks, right? 1 GB equal to 8 blocks. Then 100 GB equal to how many blocks here? 800 blocks. 800 blocks. Simple calculation here. 800 blocks, right? 800 blocks here. 800 blocks. That's it here. So the data divides into 800 blocks. So first of all, name node on receiving this data here, name node divides data into multiple blocks. Okay. Yes. Yes, on receiving. Yes, on receiving 100 GB data. 100 GB data. Yes, name node divides into yeah, that 800 blocks, right? Yes, 800 blocks. 800 blocks as calculated above. As per that. Okay. Yes. On receiving 100 GB data here, name node divides into 100 blocks as calculated above. Okay. After dividing here, yes, it will distribute. It will distribute 800 blocks, yes, onto multiple nodes in cluster here. Multiple nodes in cluster. Multiple data nodes, distribute onto multiple data nodes. Data nodes in the cluster, data nodes in the cluster. That's it here. Yes, it will distribute 800 blocks onto 800 blocks. 800 blocks onto multiple nodes. 800 blocks onto multiple nodes in the cluster here. 800 blocks. Yes, it will distribute 800 blocks onto multiple data nodes in the cluster here, right? Cluster. Okay, right? How it will distribute here? Yes, distribution strategy here. Distribution strategy. Yes, distribution strategy here. Strategy. Distribution strategy. Yes, 5% of total data distributing onto each node here. Distributing onto each node. Yes, distribution strategy here. 5% of total data distributing onto each node. That means 5% of 800 blocks is equal to how much here? 40 blocks. It's a 40 blocks is equal to 40 blocks. 40 blocks, right? 40 blocks. So it will store first 40 blocks into first node. Yes, here first node. In first node, 40 blocks of data. Suppose here equally distributing, not unevenly here, evenly distributing, equally distributing here. Suppose on node 1, 40 blocks of data is available, here 40 blocks. Yes, node 2, suppose 30 blocks available. No, it won't. It won't take here. So 30 blocks, no, only 40 blocks must be here, must be 40 blocks. Here strategy, equally distribution. Why equally distribution? I'll explain. Okay. Yes, equally distribution. It's a balanced cluster. Yes, yes, if not equally, unequally distribution is imbalanced cluster here. So that's the imbalanced cluster here. It's now balanced cluster. So here 40. So 40 blocks here. Yes, next in this node, 40 is not available, skipping this node, looking for this node. Suppose here, suppose for example, here 100 blocks available. Even 100 blocks available, it won't store only 40 blocks. Only 40 blocks. Even 100 blocks available, it won't store into this. Suppose storing 100 blocks means here 40 blocks, here 100 blocks. That is not equal. Yes, equal distribution here. So 40 for 800. This is difference comes here. Where the difference comes, I'll explain. Yes, so here 40 blocks. Even 100 blocks are 40 blocks. Next, looking for next 40. Next 40 empty here. Like this, how many nodes here? 40, 40 like this, 40, 40 like this. Totally how many nodes here? So 5% of total data is equal to 8 blocks. Nothing but say 20 nodes, right? 20 nodes. The data under 20 nodes, right? Yes, 20 nodes. 5% of 100 is how much here? Yes, 20, 20, 20. 20 times, right? 5% of 100 means 20 times. 20 into 5 is equal to 100, right? 5% of total data. 5% of total, 5% of total data. Total data, 5%, 5% distributing. Okay, each node is 5%, 5%. That means how many nodes? 20 nodes. Okay, 100%. 100% divided by 5. It's a 20, right? 5% of total data. That means 100 divided by 5. It's a 20. So 20 nodes, 20 nodes, 20 nodes like this. So the data distributing onto 20 nodes. Data distributing onto 20 nodes. So 40, 40 like this. Equally distributing. Yes, always it will try to distribute equally on every node. That is distribution strategy. Distributing. Okay, right? Now here, while data processing here, yes, 20 data is on 20 nodes, right? Yes, 20 nodes parallel will process. Why equally distribution? Yes, suppose here 40 blocks, suppose here 100 blocks. What happens here? Yes, 100 blocks. 40, this will finish early, this will finish early, this will all finishing early, but 100 blocks, this will not finish early, time taken. That means, yes, your job simply goes to blocking state with this node. This bottlenecks. Bottleneck comes in this. Blocking here, right? Nothing of bottleneck. Somewhere blocked. That's nothing bottleneck. So bottlenecks come to picture in your job, right? Okay. So here 100 blocks. Yes, all are parallel running. 20 servers processing your 800 bucks of data. 800 bucks of data processing by 20 servers. All servers running parallelly. All servers will finish, but only one server not at finish because many blocks, 100 blocks you have to process, right? Time taken, more time taken, right? Means your job is blocked with server. So simply bottlenecks come to picture here, right? So that is not correct way. So for that reason, equally distributing here. All servers will process parallelly here. So 20 servers will process your data parallel. That gives up more performance. Okay, fine. The data processing we'll discuss next. Let's say data distribution, data loading only here. Now topic is data loading, data distribution. Okay, how the data is distributing, that topic. Data processing is next, second one. Second challenge, data processing here. Big data challenges. Here the second one. In second one, we'll discuss about data processing. Now our topic is data storage. Our topic is just data storage. This is data storage. Our topic is just only data storage. Okay. Now data. Yes. So 40 blocks, 20 nodes, distributing onto 20 nodes. Okay. So 20 nodes are ready. Okay. Right. Okay. Yes. Next. Yes. Now, suppose, for example, yes, loading historical data. For example, you can loading historical data. Yes, historical data. Loading historical data. Loading historical data. For example, you can historical data. Suppose 2010 year. Yes, 2020. Okay, next 2010 to 2019 year historical data. The data loading. Okay. Suppose 2010 year data loaded, distributing at multiple nodes in cluster. Next 2011 year data loaded, 2012 year data loaded, 2013 year data loaded. Suppose here 100 nodes, suppose this cluster with 100 nodes. Initially 100 nodes or 200 nodes. Depends on expected data, configuring that number of nodes, estimating number of nodes. I'll tell you how to estimate number of nodes. I'll explain. Estimating number of nodes in cluster is a production environment. Last week topic, that time we'll discuss. Okay. Yes, suppose presently here, this cluster configured with 100 nodes. Let us say 100 nodes. Cluster configured with 100 nodes. Cluster configured with 100 nodes. Okay. 100 nodes. Now here, 100 nodes. Suppose 2010 data loaded. Next 2011, 2012, 2013. Offloading 2013 cluster filled. 100 nodes are filled, no space available. No space available. Yes, if no space available, in that case here, Hadoop admin, you can add some more nodes to the existing cluster without disturbing existing setup. Without disturbing existing setup, you can add some more nodes. Suppose let us say some 5 nodes, maybe adding 5 nodes. 5 nodes adding. Just adding 5 nodes. Just adding 5 nodes to cluster. Yes, add it. Yes, all these 5 nodes will communicate with name nodes. All these 5 name nodes, all the 5 data nodes communicate name nodes. No data loading. Yes, again filled. Yes, next 2012 data, 2013, 2014 data. Yes, cluster filled. Still data is there. Yes, we can add. Yes, next 5 nodes. Okay, next 5 nodes. Next 5 nodes. Next 5 nodes. Like this, continuously you can add the nodes here. 5 nodes, 5 nodes, 5 nodes like this. Or 10 nodes also you can add. Not only 5 nodes here. We can add 10. That admin can add 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 like this. Okay. Like this, how many nodes? Okay, right? Yes, once the cluster filled, historical data. Okay. Yes, once the cluster filled. Yes, 1 second. Once the cluster filled. Yes, admin, Hadoop admin can add some more nodes to the existing cluster, without disturbing existing one, right? Yes. So once cluster filled here, yes, once existing cluster filled here, once existing cluster, maybe 100 nodes cluster or 200 nodes cluster here. Once existing cluster filled here, Hadoop admin can add some more nodes to existing cluster without disturbing that existing cluster. Okay, right? Like this continuously here. Okay, continuously can be added here. Continuously can be added. Continuously can be added here. Okay. Yes, continuously nodes can be added. So nodes, continuously that nodes, data nodes can be added here. Data nodes, storing data. Data nodes to store actual data. Data nodes can be added. Okay. Then how many nodes you can add like this? Maximum number of nodes. Maximum number of nodes. Maximum number of nodes that can be configured. That can be configured in a cluster is equal to configured in a cluster. In a cluster is equal to yes 10,000. Yes, Hadoop 1.x version is Hadoop 1.x version is 4,000 nodes. Okay, 4,000 nodes. Yes, Hadoop second version of Hadoop is 10,000 nodes. Second version of Hadoop is a 2.x version is a 10,000 nodes. 10,000 nodes up to 10,000 nodes. One cluster capacity 10,000 nodes. Yes, one cluster is equal to 10,000 nodes. 10,000 nodes. 10,000 nodes. One cluster is equal to 10,000 nodes. Suppose cluster filled. Yes, completely cluster filled here. Cluster reached max number of nodes. Still data is there. Okay. Yes, whole cluster filled here. Yes, whole cluster filled. Whole cluster. Yes, that means 10,000 nodes. Filled. Then yes, we can configure one more cluster. Yes, Hadoop admin can configure one more cluster. Then we can configure one more cluster. One more cluster. Yes, we can configure one more cluster. Okay. Suppose second cluster also filled. Second cluster also filled. Still data is there. Second cluster also filled. Okay, filled. Then third cluster. Yes, next to fourth cluster. Yes, next to fifth cluster. Like this. Yes, how many clusters? Max number of clusters. Clusters is equal to 17. Max number of clusters equal to 17, right? Yes, 17 max number of clusters. Up to 17 clusters we can configure here. Okay. So one cluster is equal to 10,000. So 17 clusters is equal to, yes, how many nodes? Yes, how many nodes? How many nodes here? How many nodes? So 17 multiplied by 10,000x is equal to here 1,70,000. Okay, 1,70,000. So 1.7 millions mini compute flights. Yes, 1,70,000. That much of compute means huge amount of data we can store. Suppose 1,70,000. 1,70,000. 1,70,000 multiplied by on average 48 GB. That is 48 GB. That is a recommended system here. So this much of GB data divided by 1024 is equal to, yeah, this much of terabytes divided by 1024 is equal to this much of petabytes. Yeah, this much of data we can store. Okay, gigabytes, terabytes, and petabytes. This much of data we can store in a cluster here. Okay, see. Yes, 1,70,000. 1,70,000 multiplied by 48 GB is equal to this much of GB data we can store. Yes, this is divided by 1024 is equal to, yes, 1 second, is equal to, so this much of terabytes divided by 1024, this much of petabytes. So around 8 petabytes of data we can store here. Yes, around 8 petabytes, that much of data we can store in the cluster here, right? This is okay. Yes, suppose if it is a 480 TB, yes, each system capacity 480 TB. That case, how much here? Yes, sorry, calculation is wrong here. 1,70,000 multiplied by 40 dB. This TB. This much of terabytes in cluster we can configure. We can store this much of terabytes. Divide by yes 1024. This much of petabytes. 7,968 petabytes. Okay. So here total data center capacity this much of petabytes. See in Facebook per day generating 4 petabytes of data. 4 petabytes of data. Facebook generating 4 petabytes of data per day. Here 4 part of Facebook. Yes. Per day 4 petabytes of data generating, right? Means yes, how many days data here? Divided by 4 is equal to yes. How many here? Divided by 4 means 1992 days. This much of days divided by 365 is equal to 6 years, around 6 years. 6 years of data we can store. One data center, they can store 6 years of data. Yes, good, well and good. 6 years of data you can store into one data center. 6 years of data. Support data center field. Next, we can go for one more data. Just hiring one more building or constructing new building. Then another data center setup with 1,70,000 computers. Next data center like this continuously data center setup. Okay. Yes. Generally here any company will not go up to that much here. Data center maximum here 20-25,000 computers. They will go for one more data center. Next 25,000 computers. Next data center. Next data like this. They will place data centers. Different regions. Okay. Suppose Asian region maybe here data center. Okay. Asian region, Asia Pacific region is one data center, maybe 1 or 2 data centers. Okay, right? Yes, in India, Gurgaon using for data centers previously. Now data centers are moving to Hyderabad. Now currently data centers in India, Hyderabad has become a software hub. Yes, we are expecting in future our Hyderabad will be software hub in the entire world, like a Silicon Valley in US. Okay, we are expecting software hub Hyderabad. 100% within 5 years or 10 years, Hyderabad will be reaching to global software hub. Because that kind of facilities, maybe government policies or environment and weather, whatever the scenario, infrastructure and various kind of things. Okay, many of the companies are moving to Hyderabad. So past 2-3 years, lot of very speed growth is going on. Okay, yeah, that's our IT minister. Yes, KTR is inaugurating every day one company. Yes, every day is starting one company. Yes, maybe IT company, pharma company, whatever it is here. Every day is doing one opening here. Yes, lot of business is happening. Even Corona also not affected Hyderabad market. Yes, throughout the world, we take any city, anyone here. Yes, every city, everywhere market affected, but Hyderabad market not affected here. Yes, happily going on. Real estate business and software business and every business is going on. Okay, only small business like street business were affected, but corporate business not affected. It's going on well. Okay, just because of strategies and all this here. Okay, here data centers like this. Yes, Amazon starting. Yes, 3 data centers in Hyderabad. Yes, 2 data centers already started. Construction started 2 data centers. One more data center also they are planning some location. Okay, yes. Like this continuously we are getting data centers. Okay, data centers is very good business. Okay, yes, in future here going forward here many data centers coming here. Okay, many companies mean they have to maintain data centers. They have to maintain data center because lot of data is generating, right? Lot of business happening here. Where to store all the data here? For this data center has to maintain, right? Like this many data centers you can set up here. So like this, there is no limit on data storage. There is no limit on data storage. Yes, for adding 10 computers, next 10, sometimes 100 computers also can be added. continuously adding to existing cluster. There is no limit, right? Unlimited data also can be stored into Hadoop cluster. Yes, unlimited data can be stored in cluster here. So unlimited data can be stored in cluster. Unlimited data can be stored into cluster. So unlimited data can be stored into Hadoop cluster. So this is data storage. Okay, data storage, unlimited data. Okay, yes, in this storage also here, yes, equally distribution here. The data, yes, it will distribute equally here. Name node will distribute data equally onto multiple nodes here. Okay, yes, it's a equal distribution. Yes, data distribution always equal. Data distribution, yes, equally onto multiple nodes, multiple nodes in the cluster, equally distributing. It's equal amount of distribution. Okay, right? Like this. Okay. So this is data loading, data distribution like this. Yes, unlimited data. First challenge. What is first challenge here? Data storage. Right? Data storage. Yes, traditional systems are not in a position to store huge amount of data, but Hadoop can face this. Hadoop provides best solution to store huge amount of data, continuously adding nodes. By adding nodes continuously here, we can store huge amount of data. So this is data storage. Okay. Yes. Next, data processing. All this my practical experience. Yes, I did the cluster setup. I was involved in the cluster setup. Okay, so that's the reason I'm able to explain these things very clearly. Without any confusion, I'm able to explaining. Okay, suppose learning somewhere, teaching somewhere means they can't explain clearly here. There will be confusion in explanation itself. There will be confusion here. Without any confusion, clearly I'm explaining because of my experience here. This is. Next, second one, data processing here. Second one, data processing. Okay, data processing. Yes, data processing. Here also traditional systems, traditional systems versus Hadoop. Traditional systems versus Hadoop here. Traditional systems versus Hadoop. Traditional systems versus Hadoop here. Traditional systems versus Hadoop. Same. Yes, we'll see. Traditional systems. See, in case of storage here, traditional systems following vertical scaling, right? Vertical scaling, increasing volume. See, increasing volume is vertical scaling. Okay, right? Yes, Hadoop following what? Adding servers like multiple servers. Increasing number of servers, horizontal scaling. Yes, in Hadoop, we are increasing servers. Five like this. We are increasing servers, right? Yes, nothing but horizontal scaling. Hadoop follows horizontal scaling, increasing number of servers. Hadoop follows horizontal scaling, means increasing number of servers. Fine. Next, data processing. Yes, traditional systems versus Hadoop. First, let us say about traditional system here. Traditional systems, data processing here. Data processing. Traditional systems, data processing. How the data processing, let us see here. In traditional system, let us take web application, maybe Flipkart application or something like that. Suppose maybe Facebook or something like that. Maybe some web application here. Web application. Suppose web application. Yes, your browser, your computer browser or your mobile browser. Okay. Suppose let us take Facebook. From your browser uploading data into Facebook, right? Sharing your photos or sharing your status and all this, right? Yeah, the browser. Okay, so this is client browser. This is browser. The data goes to application, Facebook application, app. Suppose let us, this is application. Data goes to app, that Facebook application. Facebook app, right? Facebook app. So what data? The data goes to Facebook application. Browser data simply goes to Facebook application. Okay, right? After that, same data in database. Same data goes to database, right? This is what is happening. That web application architecture. This is a browser is nothing but client tier. This is called as client tier here. Client tier. Yes, it's a client. Yes, client tier. Next Facebook application. It's a application type. So this is application type. Next, this is database type. Yes, it's a 3-tier architecture. Yes, web application is a 3-tier architecture. Okay, so client tier, application type, and database type. Okay, fine. Now here, for example, some request. Suppose search request. Some request is searching for user means so our login request. Login rate, that login request. The data user ID password simply goes to application, right? Now this application has to connect database, picking all the users data. Suppose for example here, let us take some example here. Yes, for example, 2 millions of records. 2 millions of records, millions of users. That users records here. 2 millions of users. Log user ID password 2 millions means 20 lakhs of records. 2 millions of users means 20 lakhs of records. 20 lakh of records, right? 20 lakh of records. 20 lakh of records. 20 lakh of records, right? So what happens here in web application? What happens here? All the 20 lakh of records will transfer to application. All 20 lakh of records. Okay. All the 20 lakh of records simply moves to web application here. Yes, when your login request here only searching, it won't connect to database. Okay. Here only searching and sending response. Okay, here only searching here. 20 lakhs of records loading into application. For this using some collection component, Java collection components. Okay, like we have different collection components like array list. Yes, we have some linked list. Next hash table, different type of listing component maps and depends on requirements. All this data inside of collection components. Now login request comes checking collection component, right? And response sending to the client here. Success or failure. Okay, right? Yes, suppose any changes on this database that refreshing and the collections here. Means 20 lakhs of records refreshing and the collection component. Every time that collection refreshing strategy, maybe 1 second or 2 seconds, every 1 second refreshing the collection component here. Okay, so collection are refreshing here. So 20 lakhs of records transferring, 20 lakhs of records transferring, right? Every time of records, every time of refreshing, 20 lakhs of records transferring. So what happens here? Data transfer to application location. To transfer data in the application to the application location, time taken. Yes, it has to transfer via internet, right? Suppose application running on data center. This is another data center. Suppose this is application, maybe in Chicago. Your data center database may be another location. Okay, right? Different data center here. So 2 different data centers. Then what happens? The data has to transfer via internet, right? Time taken. Time taken. Okay, here in this application login, that login program, yes, say validating your data, right? Validating user ID passwords. Okay, so login, that login program should work on this data, right? So what happens? All this data moves to application location. All this data, whatever data is there, all this data moves to application location here. They're searching for the right. So data moves to application location, means data is remote data. Data is remote. Yes, in web applications, data is remote computer. Data is on the remote computer. That remote computer data has to transfer. Time taken to transfer the data. Right, okay. So data is remote. Data is remote. That is what is happening in the web applications. These are traditional systems. It's a traditional application. This is traditional application here. This is traditional traditional Java application. Java app is like this. Yes, here most of the applications were developed in Java. Yes, in software, 90% of applications were developed in Java only here. Okay. Yes, lot of development happened in Java. Okay. Nowadays, many support guys required in Java here because that applications have to maintain, right? Any issues raised that has to fix it. Okay, that issues, right? Many lot of support guys requirement is in market. Java requirements, never ending Java. Okay. Yes. Traditional application, Java application, this is right. What is happening, sir, in traditional application? Okay, fine. Yes, next. Come to data processing Hadoop here. Hadoop data processing. Hadoop data processing. Hadoop data processing. Let us see Hadoop data processing. Yes, Hadoop data processing. Let me take cluster here, Hadoop cluster. So this is cluster. I'm taking cluster. Yes, Hadoop data processing. Like this. Yes, Hadoop data processing here. Here 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, that's equally distributing. Okay, fine. Now here, see same data, 20 lakhs of records. Hadoop data processing, 20 lakh of records. Same 20 lakh of records. Same 20 lakh of records distributing. Distributing onto how many nodes? Distributing onto 20 nodes, right? 20 nodes because 5%, 5%, 5%, 20 lakhs. Same 20 lakh of yes records, 20 lakh of records, record distributing on 20 nodes. That means on each node, how many records here on each node? Yes, how many records? On each node, how many records here? Yes, how many records? 1 lakh. On each node, 1 lakh of records. Here 1 lakh, here 1 lakh, here 1 lakh, here 1 lakh, 1 lakh like this. Okay, right? Now, client request. Next is job submission request. Means what is the job? Search job here. Search. No search request. Client search request. No search request, right? Search request. That request goes to name node. Search program. Yes, search dot class file. Yes, everything is Java. In Hadoop, everything is Java. Search dot class. Okay. Search dot class. That request goes to name nodes. Name node taking search dot class. Taking search dot class. After taking search dot class, what happens here? It takes search dot class file. Name node takes a search dot class file. After that, it makes 20 copies. Why 20 copies here? The data is on the 20 nodes. Data is on the 20 nodes, right? Data is stored on 20 nodes. So name node creates 20 copies of such dot class programs here. 20 copies of such dot class will and yes, send this data. Yes, simply yes, simply here that send to data nodes here. 20 copies. Name node creates 20 copies of such dot class files. After creating 20 copies here, deploying onto 20 nodes. 20 copies deploying onto 20 nodes. Now such dot class complete here. Next such dot class file. Next such dot class. Next such dot class. That means each such dot class, the such program has to process how many records here? 1 lakh of records. See here the jobs data processing strategy. In traditional system, what happens? Data moves to application location, right? In traditional system, data, the 20 lakh of records moves to application location. Data is remote data. Data is remote data. The remote data transfer to application location. Okay, that is traditional system. In Hadoop, what happens here? The search dot class means that application logic, search logic, that program, search dot class can some program, right? The top to bottom, maybe 10 or 20 statement, that program moves to data location. Okay. Yes, on this data is available, that search dot class will moves to data location. Next moves to this location. Means on data location, move on to server where data is available. So what is happening in traditional application? Data move to application location, reverse, right? In traditional systems, Data moving to application location. Data is remote data that is moving to application location. Yes, when come to Hadoop, what happens here? Application moves to application logic moves to data location. Yes, in traditional system, search dot class file is here. The search dot class or login dot class. The dot class file is here, right? Okay, logic is here only, but data moving. Data moving, right? Logic will not move. Data moving, right? But when come to this one here, in Hadoop, what happens here? Search dot class means that logic, that program logic moves to data node location. Means now search dot class, where search dot class for running here? Yes, on this node. Directly on this node, right? Directly data location. Search dot class for running here. Next search dot class, next search dot class. Yes, search dot class running here. Next here search dot class, here search dot class, and search dot class, right? That logic is running on this node, right? Means data is local. Data and application both are running same nodes. No, data is local. Yes, if data is local, that gives a more performance. But here data is remote data. The data has to move. Because remote data has to move to application location. But here data is not moving. Data is at the same location. Data is at the same location, but application logic is moving to data location. That concept is called data locality. Hadoop following data locality. Yes, traditional systems following remote data concept here. Traditional systems following remote data. Traditional systems follows remote data. Okay, remote data processing here. Remote data processing is not easy. Traditional systems follows always remote data processing. Hadoop follows what? Local data processing here. Hadoop follows always local data processing. Local data is easy, right? So on the same system data is easy. Suppose somewhere available here. Differently, yes, via internet he has to process. Time taken, right? Local data easy, right? This is called local data locality. Total data locality. Data locality. Yes, Hadoop follows data locality. Data locality means yes, application logic moves to application logic in that program. Application program moves to server on which data is available. So data becomes local. That application program maybe search.class, login.class or logout.class, maybe profile.class, whatever is here. That request, that program. Yes, application program moves to server on which data is available. So that search.class moving to server here data is available. So data is local, right? That gives some more performance. Data locality. Yes, Hadoop following concept of data locality. What is data locality? Data locality is a concept of moving application logic, application program to the server where data is available. Move on to server on which data is available. So data is local. This is called as data locality. So this is one kind of strategy to improve the performance. Okay, fine. Next, here search.class, here search.class, here search.class, here search.class. On 20 servers, the search program is running, right? Parallel processing. It is processing same data processing parallelly. So 20 servers processing that data, right? When computational system, only one database server has to process. Only one application has to process. One application, one database. That is traditional system. Traditional system, one application, one database server. But in Hadoop, what happens here? Yes, multiple servers. 20 servers will process same data. 20 servers will process. One server processing, 20 server processing. This is a big difference, right? Lot of difference. 20 times difference, right? Next, one more here. One more. On each node, there are 2 slots. Default 2 slots available. That we can make it 4 slots. We can make it 4 slots. 4 slots. What is slot? Slot is nothing but one memory space. Yes, memory spaces. Yes, 2 memory spaces, here 4 memory spaces. 2 slots, default 2 slots available. That we can make it 4. We can configure it 4. Suppose if it is 4 slots, then 4 search.class file run here. 4 search.class. Okay, then yes, 4 slots, then 4 search.class programs working here, parallelly here. Programs working here. Working on each node. Okay, so each node contains 4 slots. Yes, each node Here each node contains 2 slots or 4 slots. 4 slots. Take it as maximum 4 slots. Maximum 4 slots. 4 slots means 4 such that can work. Programs working on each node. Each node, right? That means each such program has to process how many records? How many records now here? How many records? How many records? Yes, 1 lakh. How many records? So 1 lakh records divided by 4 is equal to how many here? 25,000 records. 25,000 records, right? 25,000 records. 25,000 records, very easy to process, right? So what is happening here? On each node, 4 slots. Totally how many nodes? 20 nodes. 24 multiplied by 4 means 80. That means 80 such programs running parallelly. 80 such programs are running parallel, right? Now 80 such programs has to process 20 lakhs of records. Okay. Yeah, then how many finally here? See, on each node 1 lakh, here 1 lakh. So 1 lakh divided by 4 such dot class files. 1 lakh divided by 4 slots. That means on each slot how many? 25,000 records. So parallelly only 25. So all are running parallelly. So 25,000 records only it has to process. Okay, parallel, right? All are running. Yes, 20 lakhs of records and processing parallelly. That means time taken. See, time taken to process. Yes, 25,000 records enough to process 20 lakh of records. 20 lakh of records, right? 20 lakh of records. Time taken to process 25,000 records enough to process 20 lakhs of records. Okay. In traditional system, only one server. It has to process 20 lakhs of records. But in Hadoop, 20 servers multiplied by 4 instances or 4 slots means 80. Yes, like a 80 programs running parallelly. But here, traditional only one program. Traditional system only one program. But in Hadoop, 80 programs running parallelly. There's a lot of difference, right? Lot of difference. Okay. Suppose, for example, here, yes, traditional system, for example, traditional system taking 20 minutes to process 20 lakh of records. Just assume that 20 minutes not required even for traditional system also. Just a matter of 1 or 2 minutes enough. Okay. For example, traditional system taking 20 minutes to process 20 lakh of records. Okay, then Hadoop takes how much time here? Hadoop takes how much time? That is requirements. Hadoop takes how much time here? Okay, so 20 lakh of records, 20 minutes. Okay, right? So 20 lakh was one server. Yes, totally 20 servers here. One server. Yes, is a 1 lakh of records, right? 1 lakh of records. So 20 lakhs of records, 20 minutes. Okay. 20 lakh of records is equal to 20 minutes time, right? 20 minutes. Then 1 lakh equal to, yes, how much time here? 1 minute enough, right? Yes, one server will take 1 minute to process 1 lakh of records. 1 lakh, one server, 1 lakh here, and 1 minute. That okay? Next, there are 4 slots. On each server, 4 slots. 4 slots, right? 4 slots. That means 1 minute divided by 4 is equal to how many? 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Yes. So here, Hadoop, same data means the 20 lakh of records. 20 lakh of records, yes, same data. For same data, yes, Hadoop will take only 15 minutes. Hadoop will take only 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Hadoop takes only 15 seconds. That is comparison. Yes, where is 20 minutes? Where is 15 seconds? 20 minutes and 15 seconds. Lot of difference, right? Yes, traditional any amount of maybe 20 lakh of records or 1 GB data, 10 GB data, maybe whatever it is here. Yes, if traditional system taking 20 minutes, same data Hadoop can process within 15 seconds. So for traditional system taking 1 minute, then Hadoop will take how much time here? Yes, say 1 minute. 1 minute divided by 80, right? 80 times. Then is equal to how many seconds? Yes, 1 minute, 1000 seconds. Yes, sorry, 1 minute, 60 seconds divided by 80 means just 0.75 seconds. Means is equal to here. Yes, around 750 milliseconds. 750 milliseconds. Okay, traditional system taking one minute here. Even 1 second is not necessary here. 750 milliseconds it can finish the data processing here. Okay, yes, 1 second. Just 1 second is very simple. 1 second is just close eye, open eye. Close eye and close and open. Okay. Yes, your eyelids. Okay. Close and open. 1 second is over. Within that time, you'll finish. Yes. Within that time, it can process lot of data here. 1 second, lot of data processing. Right? Okay. That is Hadoop capacity. Next, Spark 100 times capacity than the Hadoop here. Okay. Spark is 100 times capacity than Hadoop data processing capacity. Ignite 1000 times data processing capacity than Hadoop. Yes, Spark is 100 times than the Hadoop here. Ignite is 100 times than the Spark. So this is data processing here. So within short term data processing happening. Fine. Yes. Suppose some question here. Suppose here, for example, here 200 GB free data is available, free space available. For example, 200 free space on this first node, 200 GB free space available. Suppose your data 100 GB data loading. So this server itself is capable of storing 100 GB, right? Suppose in this server free space, 200 GB free space available. In this server 200 free GB space available. 200 GB free space available. Your data is only 100 GB. That file data, file one with 100 GB data, right? Now this server is capable of storing whole 100 GB data. Even capable of storing 100 GB data, it won't store on single server. It will try to distribute on maximum number of nodes. 20 nodes. Why? So all the 100 GB data stored in the single server, whatever that becomes like a traditional system. No difference between traditional system and Hadoop, right? No difference. That becomes like a traditional system. What is of Hadoop? Yes, we should take the advantage of Hadoop, right? Yes, of course. Even yes, this is not in your control here. Everything is under the control of name node here. Name node never storing data in the single nodes. Always it will try to distribute on as many as nodes. Sometimes more than 20 nodes also. Suppose very huge amount of data is there. Now what is for initial default algorithm is 5% of total data, right? Total data. Right, okay. Yes. Suppose data is used, not 100 GB data, maybe 200 GB data getting or 500 GB data getting here. Again, that will start it becomes off. So 5% is divided by 2 means is equal to 2%. 2% of total data storing to your node, right? Total data. 2% means how much? 50 nodes. Yes, 100 GB data on 20 nodes. Suppose if you 200 GB data and storing to 50 nodes, not 100 nodes. That strategy changes. Yes, reaching certain limits, strategy changes. Now strategy is at 2%. 50 nodes. 200 GB on 50 nodes. Not 200 GB data, 50 nodes will process. 50 nodes will process. In place of 20 nodes, now 50 nodes will process the data. If data is more and more here, the size of the file is increasing, number of nodes will increase here. Okay, if size of the file, as long as size of the file is increasing, nodes are increasing. File size of the file increasing, nodes increasing here. Okay, 100 GB data file may be processing by 20 nodes. 200 GB data, maybe 50 files here, 50 nodes. Suppose 500 GB data, maybe 60 or 70 nodes will process that data. 1 TB data, maybe 100 nodes will process. 1 TB data, maybe 100 nodes. 1 TB data distributing under 100 nodes. 100 nodes will process the data. That is the strategy. That automatically the strategy will change here. If data reaching certain limit here, the storage strategy changes here. That gives them more performance. So this is data processing. Data storage and data processing Hadoop is like this. Any amount of data can be processed within no time here. With no time here. Okay. So any amount of data can be processed with no time. It's a data processing strategy in Hadoop here. Data storage and data processing. Okay, fine. Next others, these things we'll discuss in next class. Okay, yeah, that's all for today. Yes, we'll continue next class. Yes, next class will be on Monday. Yes, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday don't have the class. Next class taking on Monday because Saturday, Sundays I have some weekend batches. Spark weekend batches are there. Okay, yes, I'll take on Monday. Right? Yes.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, sir. The voice you are telling, no, the speed of is not matching to my it is not coming clearly. It is like some dragging voice is coming in.
Yeah, lagging. Yes, lagging in voice. Okay. Lagging. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lagging in
this
voice. One more
is
thing, still I am not able to install this go to training in my computer. Still I am facing the problem.
Yeah.
Tried
No
many
issue.
times, but it was not.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I'll do that. Today night I'll connect your computer. Okay.
Okay, sir. And sir, one more thing. Do me a favor, sir. Can I access these videos? Where can I
Yeah.
access these videos?
Yes, you can access. Yes, I'll provide that access facility. Just ping me your email ID.
Okay, I will ping to your WhatsApp, sir. I don't have your email ID. I will ping to your WhatsApp.
Yeah, you guys ping me your email ID. Yes, just I'll share it. Sunday you can watch these videos. Till now, what I discussed. Okay.
Okay,
Saturday,
sir.
Sunday. Okay, sure, definitely. Okay, just ping me your email ID. I'll share it. Okay, right? Yes, not only for you, for all of the days videos you can watch it. Right? Okay. Saturday, Sunday is for it. Just utilize it. Right? Yeah. So thank you.
Okay.
Yes. 1 second.
Thank you, sir.
Next class. Hello. 1 second.
Yeah.
Next class. Next class Monday at 9:30 starting. Half an hour early starting. 9:30 to your batch fixed time is 9:30. Okay. 9:30 to 11 o'clock. Yes, because yes, I'm getting some office call is there after 11 o'clock. That's the reason just after early I'm starting your batch here. So 9:30 to 11 o'clock from Monday onwards. Monday class 11:30. Ping in your group timings and everything and information I'll share in the group. Right? Yeah. So thank you. See you on Monday at 9:30. Monday at 9:30.
Okay, sir. I will ping you now, and I will connect to. I will again ping you on night to connect to my computer. Okay, sir.
Sure, definitely.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.